What is up, y'all? Welcome back to my podcast, The Atlanta Audible. This is your host, Ice Ray, and this is episode 2, where I'll be discussing a potential Matt Ryan return to the NFL and what would be better than him returning to Atlanta, where he spent 14 of his 15-year-long career. It's been some rough quarterback play we Falcons fans have been forced to endure since Ryan left the Falcons. But no, I'm not just coping with this. He genuinely said last week that he thought to himself that he could maybe play in the NFL again.
Honestly, though, it's like I've had these feelings where I've been sitting and watching games and been like,
You think?
Okay,
Wait, there is a time you went on vacation.
I think I could go out there and do it.
Was it?
If he wants to return to the NFL, a reunion in Atlanta would make a lot of sense. For one, the Falcons have an out in Kirk Cousins' contract after 2 seasons. As at the end of this season, it would have been 2 seasons since Kirk joined the Falcons. It'd be a steep $35 million cap hit, but a much better alternative to paying out his full contract. Secondly, Michael Penix Jr. is not expected to be ready to go week 1 after tearing his ACL, and the Falcons would need a bridge quarterback in a weak free agency class. Who better to bring back than Mr. Atlanta himself, to see if he still has it in him for a few games before Penix returns. Finally, and third, it makes sense financially speaking. Philip Rivers returns to the NFL on a veteran minimum after signing with the Indianapolis Colts practice squad. He is only getting paid $278,888 this season. Ryan struggled with turnovers in his final season, throwing 14 touchdowns to 13 interceptions. However, he still threw for over 3,000 yards in just 12 games, completed 67% of his passes, and had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks and 4 game-winning drives.
I think it's man-to-man.
Here he goes from the 20. He throws it to the end zone. The Colts have taken the lead. Ryan's going to throw it, taking a deep shot for Pierce down the field. He's done it.
But first down. Ryan steps up. He's hit as he throws. Doing his off and inside.
Crazy fact, but did you know that Matt Ryan had his longest career run with the Colts? At age 37, he had a 39-yard run, longer than any of his runs with the Atlanta Falcons.
Six in the secondary, 3rd and 3. Matt Ryan moves up. He needs the 28. He's got a first down. Look at the 37-year-old quarterback run with a block from...
And a few plays later, he threw a touchdown pass.
Oh, 2nd down and 9 after all that. Ryan, down the middle he goes. Here goes Kimber, up to the races. Touchdown.
I'm not saying the guy's crazy good or MVP level anymore, but for a veteran minimum, if he wants to still play in the NFL, why not bring him back for a few things? He loves the city, he loves the team, and it would genuinely be a fun reunion. I mean, we had to watch Marcus Mariota in 2022.
And down goes Mariota, just getting a small piece. Meanwhile, the ball is out, but are they going to call this now? No, they're stopping the play. Brad?
Genuinely rewatch this turnover. How is it possible to do a barrel roll and throw an interception? I don't know what he was doing out there. And the worst part about Mariota is that he was just 1 of 25 on deep balls, which are 20 or more air yards. His one completion. It wasn't Kyle Pitts, it wasn't Drake London, but it was Damiere Byrd.
Last year was number 4 pick, and Mariota is going to go deep, and he's got the connection. All the way into the end zone goes Damiere Byrd.
And this is a dot, I can't lie. But frustrating was the only deep ball he could complete. And in 2023, we had to watch Desmond Ridder. Bro, how do you get an emotionless guy in Arthur Smith to react like this? I guess I can't be too upset with Ridder. I mean, he did put up a triple-double in his time with the Falcons. No, but seriously, this is one of the worst plays I've ever seen. It's so frustrating because how do you do this? Not only is it a delay of game, but then you throw that soft Charmin pass straight up to the defender instead of even giving Drake London a chance to fight for the ball. And then who can forget when he threw a pick 6 in Andy's toy room against the Jacksonville Jaguars in London at 9:30 a.m.
In motion. Riddle.
Throws intercepted. Darius Williams has it for the Jags, and he might be gone. Flames coming out of his cleats.
The very next play he follows it up with another interception.
Halftime Daredevil spectacular. Desmond Ridder on first down. Fires, it's picked off again. Andre Sisco's got it for the Jags.
This game was hilarious. Mac Hollins had had enough of Desmond Ridder. I'm going to show just one more play to sum up the Desmond Ritter experience in Atlanta.
Ritter keeps Desmond Ritter. Can he get two today? Into the end zone. Winfield making a spectacular play.
He had an easy touchdown, but somehow he fumbles the ball? How does that even happen? And I don't know how we managed to win this game. We had to watch Kirk Cousins in 2024. And for the first 9 games, it was awesome.
Under a minute to have to go in the third. Here's one caught by Mooney. Breaking a tackle for the touchdown. Empty backfield. And the throw wide open for the touchdown, Drake London. They get the snap off. Extra body for Tampa Bay on the pressure. Cousins steps up and takes off. Kirk Cousins with a first down.
2nd and 10. Pass is thrown over the middle. It's caught inside the 5 and all the way to the end zone.
For free. That's exactly what's happening. Cousins throws to the vacated spot. And Darnell Mooney can walk home for a touchdown.
Moving. That's fired. That's caught. And that is Hodge. And Hodge is going to take it to the end zone.
Until it wasn't.
Cousins. And intercepted this Kazos away. It's gone. Still, you can kiss him goodbye. On first down and 10. Cousins lots of time and he throws an interception. It's Cody Barton. Barton with the timeouts to extend the game. Cousins, tight window, picked off. 3rd and goal. Matthews the block. Cousins up the middle. Throws end zone. Intercepted.
2025, we had Michael Penix Jr. Penix flashed a lot, but the accuracy was certainly an issue.
Bought Penix in the pocket. It's a deep shot downfield. Hold it.
Niners bringing heat. Kennett's getting rid of it towards Mooney. Not looking for the ball.
He had a revolving door at offensive line.
Or the injured Green. Where's Chin off the edge. That ball's out. He hit Penix.
And Zach Robinson is almost certainly going to be fired this offseason. Penix should get another chance when he returns from injury next season. And if he continues to struggle, Atlanta will turn to the 2027 NFL Draft for their next franchise quarterback. But did you know that Matt Ryan's 2022 completion percentage of 67% would be the highest of any Falcons quarterback since Matt Ryan's 67% in 2021. So Ryan, in his final year of his career, was better than any Falcons quarterback that we've had since then. If the franchise GOAT wants to return, the Falcons should be all over that. Let him return and play for the team and city that he gave his all to, the team and city that he loves. However, unfortunately, as much sense as a return would make, it seems unlikely. Ryan is now 40 years old and aware of the toll the game takes on his body.
I threw once this summer with Matthew Stafford. We were on vacation together, and he was like, "Hey man, I got to get some throws in. Can you catch for me?" And I was like, "All right." And I was catching for him, and then like throwing it back or whatever. And then started to feel pretty good at the end of it. I was like, "Hey man, can you fight out for me? I just want to fire a few here and there." And I woke up the next morning, and my arm was hanging this just down sideways, and I realized I had not been training the right way. So that was and listen, this is partly what we're here to talk about. I'm 40 now, and so it's a little bit different. You got to take care of your body at this point. You got to drink.
But if he seriously does want to come back, and a reunion in Atlanta would be totally awesome. Thanks for watching episode 2 of my podcast, The Atlanta Audible.